Alright, so if you can read the time down there, it is now technically, yeah, it's 1:38 in at night. I just took a probably 10-15 minute break and ready to continue this, and I don't know if we're going to be ending it or not, but I really hope this doesn't last until like 5 o'clock in the evening, but you never know. Never know with this game. I thought one case was going to end, and then it was like, oh, nope, it's not over yet. We're going to throw in one last half the case at your face. And lo and behold, I had to wait like 2 weeks before I could get to that case. But, whatever. Let's go right into it. Yes, have guards posted at the courtroom that is completely demolished, and have them check for bags and stuff in front of for bombs in front of the demolished courtroom. I did a little research, you did? I looked into those special psych locks you mentioned, Mr. Nick. Oh, you did you? It took that long for, research to be had? You did? That's great! I really appreciate it. A red psych lock protects a secret a person is consciously trying to hide. It is? If the person folds under questioning, the lock breaks and the truth comes out. Yeah, we know this much. Yeah, that's exactly how I get the truth out of Detective Fulbright and Director Cosmos. But a black psych lock protects a secret from the deepest place in a person's heart. Yeah, a deep, dark, horrible secret that is one of those kinds of secrets that is kind of hard to say should never come to light, but at the same time should come to light. A secret that the person isn't even consciously aware of. What? Oh. 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 So that means we gotta try to bring that memory back out of the clutches of darkness and into the light. And the light sheds, well, the light brings upon light onto the dark Cyclops and sheds the darkness from them and brings them red, which means I can pull them, I can take them apart. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I think you can get the gist of what I was trying to say. The light brings the light. Yeah. Good one, Luke. So even they don't know it's there. Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you on purpose. For some reason, part of her heart and her memories are sealed off, even from herself. Okay, so all I have to do is break the psych locks. According to my research, a black psych lock is like a heavy chain wrapped directly around one's heart. Yeah, sounds about right. If they are ripped off by force, it could cause permanent damage to a person's soul. Oh, God! Oh, God, is there a way to loosen that chain? In other words, if I'm not careful, I could traumatize Athena for good. Ugh. Pearls, could you stay by Athena's side? She must be suffering under the weight of such a heavy burden. Alright. But will you be alright by yourself, Mr. Nick? I'm up against Edgeworth. I have to be able to give this trial all my focus and strength. And you can't do that if I'm there. I'll just hold you back. No! No, don't say that. That makes me depressed. That's not it at all. I just meant I can relax and concentrate if I knew you were with Athena. You're the only one who can do it, Pearls. I mean, Maya is up in the mountains and who knows where, and Apollo is on his little joyride of trying to find the truth out himself, in his own ways. Alright, I'll do it then. Good luck, Mr. Nick. Good. Now that my mind is at ease, I'd better get ready. I'll just tidy up the evidence and take out what I don't need. Actually, a lot wasn't gotten rid of unless... Wait. Actually, I think a lot was just gotten rid of after the fact, because I remember there being 2 pages, and I remember, I'm pretty sure this was on the 2nd page, but I don't know. It's time to end this nightmare that started 7 years ago! Yeah, I think he already tidied it up. December 20th. District Courtroom number 4. Yes, we are still on December 20th. Because, we only had a few hours to do it. We didn't have tomorrow to waste. Defense, prosecution, and judge. There are even people in the gallery. The roof has been completely blown off, and the walls have collapsed. This is the room of what the age of darkness has fallen on the justice system. But today, this ruin is my battleground. Wow. I saw that robot. I saw the robot. Klonko, I think, is the one that's being brought everywhere, so... Court of facsimile. Wait, of some facsimile thereof is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes. Hold it. Not a facsimile, old man. This is a proper official trial. She'd like to think that still. Judge, just go along with it, okay? Take this more seriously, or you'll start hearing the bones of the hostages snap! Please try not to upset Miss Blackwell. I'm begging you. Court is now in session for the very serious and not fake, and also very proper trial of Athena Sykes. Yes, not fake at all. Oh, I love that pose. Oh man, I haven't seen that pose in ages. Humph. This is no trial. It's nothing more than a ridiculous farce. Oh man, I love that attitude, Edgeworth. What did you say? Edgeworth? Did you not just hear what I said to his honor? However, this ridiculous farce has a very important meaning for our legal system. Recall the case of the UR1 incident, in which a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. That case ushered in the odious dark age of the law. I see what you're after. If we can find the real truth behind that case today... Precisely. The darkness will be dispelled, and glory shall be restored to the courtroom. And the system, yes. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you sound as if you know something of this truth. I do indeed. A new suspect has emerged in the UR1 case. For 7 years, Simon Blackwell has refused to speak in order to cover for someone else. Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I'm sorry, Wright, but the situation is what it is, and I must do what I must. The prosecution moves to indict Athena Sykes on the court of the murder in the first degree.
Regardless the circumstance, I intend to question the defendant with all I have. For that is a part of my creed.
He's gotten wrinkles.
Then you better bring it.
If the two of you are ready. Court is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
Your Honor, the defense was born ready.
The prosecution is also ready.
The judge sounds like my old man voice. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not giving the old man voice. Well, actually, now that I think about it, with how stupid he can sometimes be. No, I'm not going to do that. I've gone through 70 plus parts in Phoenix Wright 1, and I've gone through how many parts for this series? I mean, just to now start giving him the old man voice? No. This immense tension between us, it's like we're picking up right where we left off. It's my duty to clear Prosecutor Blackwell of false accusations and end this insanity. But I have no intention of losing Miss Sykes either. So she's a very promising young lawyer. I know without a doubt that Athena is innocent. But I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell did it either. So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage? At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy. Now, why would the true culprit is a spy? Now, before I continue, it's like, yeah, if the true culprit is a spy, Athena couldn't have done it because why would a spy be 10 years old and kill her own mother? I mean, I know the boss and Snake had that mother and son thing going for them, but they weren't blood related. But this is a 10-year-old. Come on. Unless they pull a Paz thing on them. No, that's too complicated. It's going to be hard to convince anyone of that when I barely believe it myself. But I don't have a choice if I want to save Athena and Blackwell and expose the spy. Yes, the... Now, then, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. No need for the Chief Prosecutor bit, Your Honor. I am here as a simple prosecutor, trying to uncover the truth. Very well. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although, I've been known of late to give an impressive opening statement myself. Oh my god, seriously. In all the trials I have ever seen, only the prosecution gives an opening statement. Oh, Edgeworth. Edgeworth, you have missed so much. Of course, you're right. I was just joking. Just having a little fun. So he wasn't doing them out of fear. So he wasn't doing them just out of fear. Interesting. Let's start with a brief overview of the UR1 incident. The incident occurred at the Cosmos Space Center 7 years ago, on October 7th. Yes, 7/7/10, or 7/10/7. The victim, psychologist Metis Sykes, was killed in the robotics lab on the 4th floor. Athena's mother. Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor, at the time, was found guilty of the crime. There were two deciding factors that led to his guilty verdict. 1. Blackwell was the only person in the corridor to the lab at the time of the murder. And 2. This photo, which captured the moment of the crime. Yeah, explain how that was captured again. Very incriminating evidence indeed. It would appear that the only conclusion is that Prosecutor Blackwell did indeed. Yeah, wait a second. Are you kidding me? I'm not accepting any conclusion of the kind. This opening statement is over. Now hurry up and call the witness. Excuse me, Miss Blackwell, but we must follow proper procedure for these things, you know. Or perhaps we should heed her wishes, Your Honor. She is the trial's sponsor after all. Besides, the courtroom is chilly, and sitting here for too long can't be good for your back. Oh man. Oh, you are very kind to show such concern for the welfare of the elderly. So very kind. As skilled as ever at playing the court puppeteer, I see. Well, he didn't make chief prosecutor for nothing. The prosecution calls its first witness. A witness who decided to bring forth new testimony after 7 long years. New testimony? And just who is this witness anyway? Come on, you gotta admit, old Phoenix Wright outfit versus Edgeworth. Nice. Wait, what? You're the witness? Bobby Fulbright's the name. In justice we trust. What are you doing here? What? I'm just here to speak for the hostage taker, Miss Aura Blackwell. Haha. She says she's too busy. What with confining and threatening the hostages and all. This is no laughing matter. That doesn't seem to stop her from constantly chiming in through Clonko. I'm nothing more than an observer in this. Do your best. I'm watching you. Believing her brother innocent, Miss Blackwell has been conducting her own investigation. And though her current actions are hardly lawful, I think we can at least hear her theory. I have here Miss Blackwell's notes on the investigation she conducted. And I'll be giving testimony based on these notes. Here I go! Simon isn't the murderer. He was trying to cover for someone. Someone else was at the scene of the crime, they say. Simon committed the murder. I mean, if he really was out to steal that moon rock, why the rolling case? Because he was using it to hide someone inside. That's why! And the only person small enough to fit inside that case was Athena! What? And that's Miss Blackwell's theory. It totally goes in the face of the official ruling. Huh! About the case she mentions, there were other rolling cases like that one in the lab. But they're not for traveling. They're apparently for moving parts and equipment. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, over there, far left. I vaguely remember seeing 3 cases, all different sizes. At the last trial, they thought that prosecutor Blackwell used the case to steal the rock. And they had a perfectly good reason to think that, too. You see, there's a security camera in the corridor that leads to the robotics lab. And that camera captured footage of Blackwell leaving the scene with the case. Seems kind of skinny for a little kid to be in. Well, whatever. I can see why that footage helped to bring his trial to a quick end. It's very convincing, that's for sure. Now we have details. Been wanting that footage for like a while. Thank you for bringing it this time, Fulbright. That case, by the way, was later discovered outside on the Space Center grounds. Speaking of after the incident, where was the defendant Athena Sykes found? She was found on the 5th floor of the Space Center in the Sykes family residence. Prosecutor Blackwell most likely brought her there after the incident. In addition, it's unknown where Miss Sykes was at the estimated time of death. Miss Sykes was too confused by the shock of her mother's death to give proper testimony. And there was no witness or evidence to tell us where she might have been. So what you're saying is, Miss Sykes didn't even have an alibi? That is what the evidence is saying, yes. I understand the reasoning behind this theory, but I'm far from convinced. The victim is the accused mother. Are you actually claiming an 11-year-old girl? Of course the girl had a very strong motive. I still want to know what this motive is. Dr. Sykes was a psychologist who wrote many papers about speech and emotions. You're aware of Miss Athena Sykes' special ability, aren't you, Your Honor? Are you referring to that therapy thing? Yes, she's done it quite a few times in court. The ability to read emotions from speech and the subject of her mother's research. Well, as long as it benefits society, I don't see any particular problem researching it. I don't like where this is heading. Not one bit. Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiments. Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you seriously suggesting? I've done my best to be delicate, but even you can't deny it to be true, Mr. Wright. No longer able to withstand the anguish of the experiments, Miss Sykes felt her only choice was to kill her own mother. I love how Phoenix's body was kind of slumped over in disbelief there. Order! Order in the court! What a tragic story! I hardly want to believe it myself! But we must proceed. Mr. Wright, if you could, Detective Fulbright, please refer to the notes.